In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to use contexts in Dialogflow, a key feature for making your chatbot follow a multi-step conversation. This is perfect for creating natural and seamless interactions with your users by guiding them through a series of conversational steps. Let's dive in. First things first, you'll need to open your agent in the Dialogflow console. This is the main hub where all the magic happens, and you'll want to make sure you're familiar with this interface since it's where you'll be doing most of the configurations. Once you've got your agent open, the next thing to do is to select the intent you want to configure. Intents are essentially the building blocks of communication within your chatbot, so choose one that aligns with the part of the conversation you're aiming to structure. Now, within this intent, look for the Output Context section. Here, you'll enter a context name. For example, you might use something descriptive like Booking Step 1 to remind yourself what stage of the conversation this context relates to. You also have the option to set its lifespan, which controls how long the context remains active before it expires. Generally, a reasonable default lifespan works fine, but you can adjust this based on your specific conversation requirements. Once you've set your output context, you're ready to create a follow-up intent. This follow-up intent kicks in only after the first intent has been successfully executed. This is critical in ensuring your chatbot follows the logical flow of your conversation. Within the follow-up intent's input context section, you'll use the same context name you entered as the output, such as Booking Step. This tells Dialogflow that this follow-up intent is linked specifically to the completion of the previous intent. With those configurations in place, it's time to enrich your follow-up intent with training phrases and responses. This is where you anticipate what users might say next and how your chatbot should appropriately respond, given that the prior step has occurred. Think of it as a natural continuation of the dialogue where you're acknowledging the context you've established. Don't forget to save your intents to ensure all your hard work doesn't go to waste. After saving, it's essential to test the conversation. Start by triggering the first intent and ensuring it correctly leads into the follow-up intent. The follow-up should activate only when the context is active, confirming that everything functions as designed. And there you have it. You've now learned how to use input and output contexts in Dialogflow to control the flow of your chatbot's conversation. This skill will prove invaluable in creating more dynamic and user-friendly interactions. In the next video, we'll explore how to use contexts with parameters and follow-up intents to add even more depth to your conversations. Thanks for watching. See you next time.